สวัสดีครับวันนี้นะครับก็เป็นเทปพิเศษนะครับที่เรามาสัมภาษณ์ทีมรู้ใจนะครับและที่อยู่กับผมในวันนี้เนี่ยครับก็คือปีเตอร์พูลี่นะครับผู้จัดการทีมรู้ใจนะครับผมต้องขอแนะนำปีเตอร์ด้วยนะครับโอเคเอาละครับหลายๆคนเนี่ยนะคงจะทราบกันมาแล้วเนี่ยนะว่าแบบว่าทีมรู้ใจนะเป็นทีมโปรคอนติเนนทัลเนาะที่แบบว่าเป็นหนึ่งในทีมที่ดีมากๆเลยแหละก็ตอนนี้ล่าสุดเนี่ยอันดับก็คืออยู่ที่อันดับ2ของเอเชียนะครับจากการทำแรงกิ้งของ UCI เมื่อปี 2023 นะครับเราอยู่อันดับที่2ของเอเชียนะครับก่อนหน้านี้นะคือเราอยู่ไหนก็ไม่รู้เลยนะทีมรู้ใจนะครับแต่ว่ามาในปีที่ผ่านมานะเราขึ้นมาอยู่อันดับที่2คือมันมี progress มันมีการพัฒนาเกิดขึ้นเยอะมากนะครับผมเราก็อยากจะให้ทุกท่านเนี่ยได้ทราบว่าเนี่ยก่อนที่มันจะมาถึงวันนี้ได้นะเราผ่านอะไรกันมาบ้างนะครับโอเควันนี้เดี๋ยวผมขอเพื่อไม่ให้การเสียเวลานะผมขออนุญาตสัมภาษณ์คุณปีเตอร์เลยนะครับผม Hey Peter so during the last couple of years Rujai has been somewhere right but last year it has been we had a really big progress last year so we finished at number 2 in Asia so can you please tell me what is the origin of the team where is it from and then how did we ending up here
Thank you. So the team started about I think 7 years ago as a club team, mainly to race in Thailand. And from the beginning, the idea was to go high as we can because we know that in Thailand have a potential for the cyclist. But we have to build something professional. I'm in the projects in the beginning as a coach, and last year and a half I become the general manager of the team. So I will say like we want to improve step by step, but the rider and the sponsor doing very well. And last year it's not one step we take; it's like almost 3 steps.
10 steps in advance.
So we hands up second best team in Asia.
Which
so
is?
Against maybe I don't exactly know the number, but it's about 30 team, even maybe more.
Yeah.
So that's quite impressive, and many all the race we win. So that's give a lot of opportunity for the next season, like 2024. And sometimes you take 3 steps, but you have to stay on these 3 steps. You cannot become backward. So the challenge is hard to stay where we are now because now we are compete with the best team almost in the world. We do the biggest race in Asia, so it's very very tough. And but the few race we done this year is promising. So we expect like is become next few race we have a good result in Tour of Taiwan, Tour of Thailand that we win last year. That's where we came from and mainly where we want to be. So we are somewhere actually we want to be in maybe 2 or 3 years, but we're already there. So the team doesn't look backward. As I say, we want to move forward. And so we want to do everything to stay at this place and keep, if we can take another step this year, we will take it. And it's the goal actually.
Okay, so that's really interesting. All right. Can you tell me for those people who are not familiar with cycling racing, can you tell me how many level of the team there are in UCI ranking, and why is it so important to be in the top 3 of Asia?
Yeah, so the level of the team is they have 3 classifications. So the World Tour, the Pro Conti, and the Continental level. In Asia, we don't have a World Tour or Pro Continental level. It's a little bit like football, like the biggest team, Division 1 and 2. Yeah, the World Tour team have access to the biggest events in the world with the most exposure on the TV, from the media, to the France, Giro, and all Paris-Roubaix, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Milan-San Remo. So this we don't have access. That's not the goal because it's requesting very big budget. So at the moment it's not our goal, but we'll say we want to try to compete with the Pro Conti team. So by being one of the best team in Asia, we allow to compete with the Pro Conti team and do the second division race where the World Tour come also, the biggest team come. We want to be there and exist in somehow in terms of result. And we believe we can have result there. Like football, it's always about budget. The good rider, they are expensive, and But I still believe Thai rider they are still unknown, and we want to expose them to the biggest rider in the world and team in the world. So hopefully they can perform at this level.
All right. And recently, I knew that Rujai cycling team has participated the race in the Middle East, which is two of them are really interesting and world class racing. Which one is that? Can you tell me? And what have we done there? And who did we race against with?
Yeah, we race in the Alula Tour and Oman. So just to have a picture, these two races, there was 10 World Tour teams. So in the world, they have, I think, 16 World Tour teams. So more than a half World Tour team. I think 5 Pro Continental team and 3 Continental team. So with us. So it was like mainly almost the best rider in the world. Like he was like you look the start list, he was like the Tour de France start list almost, you know. The first thing, you know, in this kind of race, every team want to be in the breakaway because the breakaway will get exposure, maybe have a chance to win, but at this level it's very small. But you never know, you know, for any reason the breakaway can go to the finish, but mainly also for the sponsor because it's on the TV, it's on Eurosport, it's on broadcast. So every team want to be in the breakaway. And so these two races was total of 11 day of racing, and we made 9 times to the breakaway. Okay. So it's like 90%, almost 85% success to be in the breakaway 9 times on 11 stage, you know.
Which is really hard.
This is
really hard.
Very really hard, yeah.
To be in front of
the
World Tour team
because
at all times.
They all have the instruction from the team, from the manager. They have to have one guys in the breakaway to be in the TV. It's mainly to be in the TV, to be exposure for the sponsor. So we made it 9 times. So that's quite incredible. And it was our main goal. And 2 times, I think, was not far from the breakaway go to the finish. So it was not it was
that close to victory.
Yeah, not victory, but almost, almost. Yeah, it was a success. So we bring the Thai rider there, so they have learned a lot, and it was mainly positive races. For race at this level, it can be much more worse than that, you know, like you can be there and never be in the breakaway, always at the back of the peloton and not exist at all. So we was in the breakaway, we compete for the combative jersey. In these 2 races, we finish 2nd and 3rd. So we not make...
Second and 3rd?
Yeah, for the 2 races, 2nd and 3rd. We wear one time the leader jersey of the combative. Okay. So it means you go on the podium. It's a lot of recognition. So it's a positive experience. I hope next year we can go again and this time bring back the jersey and maybe be close to win a stage, maybe top 3 or top 5.
Okay, so that's really interesting story. But you know, can you tell me roughly how far apart from from those guys in the world tour? You know, how much stronger they are, how better team they are, like that. And if we want to be in that level, what needs to be done in that sense? Okay.
Yeah, the difference is for myself. I believe it's not that big in terms of human performance.
You believe we could be there?
I'm not me. I mean the team. I mean like I believe the level is not a big gap. But it requires to be 100% of your fitness. It requires some experience of the rider, a little bit more outside help. I will say like massage.
Tools, equipment like this?
Yeah, like massage, better nutrition, and a little bit of accessory for the bike also, because we have the best bike that we can have, but you can also have more spare wheel, because you never know what's happening, you know. So now when we race at this level, we have like 2 spare bike for 7 rider,
which is not enough.
And we adjust the saddle, we do what we can, you know. The World Tour team have 1 bike spare for each rider. at least sometimes
least.
even 2 spare.
Yeah, if it is in Tour de France.
Yeah,
They have two
yeah,
spare
they
bike.
have 2 because they have 2 cars.
Yeah.
So they have a
3 car.
yeah, 3. So every car have a 1 spare bike for each rider.
Right.
So I mean, it's mainly there, but it's also a mindset. Like is cycling is a little bit like a territory. The team they are there for many years. The rider they are there for many years, and they own the position in the peloton.
Yeah.
Us is first time we come, so we own nothing. We own the back of the peloton. Because we cannot own the front. But at this level, you have to race in the front. So more you are racing, more you can own your place in the peloton. So this is a mindset, and you have to fight. Cycling, people think is a soft sport, but it's very mind game, where you have to affirm your power and your position as a team, because alone you can do it. But this is do by experience and by doing it often. If you're doing one time in the year and you come back just the next year, people forget about you. So that's why I try to push the team, push the rider to go to the war. Like don't stay at the back. To try to own your territory. It's difficult. I have some sign the last few days of racing. It was better. So it's positive, and we have to keep doing it.
Okay. In order to improve the team up to that level, what else need to be done? In terms of maybe more equipment, better equipment, or budget, or something like that. What from your idea, what needs to be improved in order to be in that level?
So yeah, like now, like for example, I am the team manager, I am the sport director, I am the coach. So, and sometimes even mechanic, wash the bike. So it's mainly what we can improve. Like the guys now, they all train in their house, in their place. When you can do altitude training camp, when you can do you can prepare for the race properly. So you spend 2 weeks for us, like for example, I already know some place we can go training. We can go to China in Kunming. It's a 2,000 meter. We can stay 2 weeks and you can train for some races together. So I think the main thing is in terms of be more with the rider to make them more training, but to monitor when they are at home. Even we have a platform for monitor everything. It's difficult, when you are with them is much more easy, and have the benefit of the altitude. You can control the diet, know what they eat. This will be a very good improvement, and more testing, blood testing, lactate testing, VO2 max testing. A lot of things can be done, but everything need money to do this. Like if you want to do a training camp, it's maybe 20,000 euro a training camp. So mainly at one point when you have more budget, you can improve the team.
Okay, so that's about performance improvement of the athlete. Okay, so what about this? What about equipment and the team performance? What can we do with these two things? How can we do that?
Yeah, the equipment, I think we have already the best equipment, but mainly we have to keep the equipment new.
Which is really hard.
It's very hard when you're racing. You crash. These guys, riding 40,000 kilometers a year. Yeah. You cannot do 40,000 kilometers a year with one bike, with one set of tire, with one set of wheel, with one chain. So this is like what people doesn't really know what a team need. But imagine it's 16 rider riding 40,000 kilometers, and you have to change the chain like every 3,000 kilometers. You have to change the tire every 1,500. Saddle, bar tape.
Even the hood.
Even they sweat so much. The wood is dead after 2-3 months.
Yeah, like that.
So
bearing.
The bearing. Everything is, even one bike. A frame riding 40,000 kilometers. After 10,000, the bike start to be soft.
Yeah, like that.
So this small detail is actually mainly one of the main costs of the team. to keep the material equipment new and tip-top condition. Yeah. So this is where actually we struggle and where the team spend a lot of money to keep this new. So that will be a big improvement for us.
What about the team support performance? How can we improve that? The team support.
Yeah, like the World Tour team, I think have more than one people for one rider. I think they go to race with, I believe, like 10 staff for 7 rider.
Okay, and how many do we have?
Well, we have 3. We have 3 staff. Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me what kind of staff do they have? Like
Yeah, they have. So usually they have 2 mechanics.
2 mechanics.
Yeah.
2 mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have 2 sport director.
2 sport directors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have usually
Massage.
a massager.
Okay,
So
massagers.
usually 1 or 2.
Okay, so that's 6 already.
Yeah. They have usually someone chef. Yeah.
Chef.
Like
One.
he cooks some bakery for
Yeah.
the race. He cooks some bags for after the race.
Yeah, because nutrition is important.
Yeah. And usually they take someone for the media,
Okay.
like
Eight.
public relation, media, 1 or 2 people like this, like mainly for the marketing side and usually how people go. So after they use all these people, the stage is like 200K. So us, we feeding the rider just from the car.
Yeah.
The other team feeding the rider every 30K. 25K, they put 2 people along the road to give water, food, so the rider doesn't have to go at the back of the bunch to collect.
Less fatigue.
Yeah, less fatigue, less risk, because you have to keep your position in the front. So if you got the back to feeding, it means you got the back to feeding.
So it means that the rider just concentrated on, just focus on being in the front. It's like
That's it.
Don't
Yeah.
have to worry about any other
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
else.
and they collect food along the.
Yeah, it is not like us that
Yeah.
oh okay what about the food, what about the water, we have to
Yeah,
go back and
go
pick
back,
it up
yeah.
like that. Not easy at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rider has one focus only to be in the front.
Yeah.
Like that.
And
For us, we have so many focus.
yeah, and mainly like also like by taking a lot of staff, a lot of. So us we usually travel with like 30 kilo per person, and we usually don't have overweight. But for example, the World Tour team take like 200, 300 kilo overweight. They bring 4, 5 ice box, a lot of bottle, a lot of gel, a lot of food. So us we just carry one soft ice box. So we can really realize that the difference is all this small detail at the end is certainly make a big difference, and it's what you need to be competitive at this level.
So I see the potential of the team here. Okay, so let's just say if we have all the resource that we need, do you think where we are gonna be in the futures, and how are you gonna do that?
Yeah, so just to have a picture, like also at the moment we finish like I said, we are second team in Asia. We are at the moment we are competing quite well to keep our position in top 3. I believe a lot. We do it with maybe 10 times less budget than other team in Asia. If we have a bigger budget, I'm quite sure we can. I don't want to say easily because it's not the word, but be the first team in Asia and be really competitive on the race, like against the World Tour and the Pro Tour. That's what I believe. For my side, I see that a lot of waste when I see the World Tour and Pro Tour, the way they manage. I think sometimes it's a little bit too much. We can easily like be at the level with less budget. That's what I believe. With a good training and good mindset, pick the right rider, have the right strategy for them during the race. I believe
Let them train with good nutrition.
Yeah, and
let them sleep.
have a clear plan. And it's a dream, It's a dream for us, for Thailand.
for Asia
Yeah, for Asia is a dream to compete. So maybe in Europe, you know, they do it for money.
yeah
But here is a dream, you know. I don't think.
for pride.
Yeah, I think when you do something, not focus only on what you can get, but because it's your dream and you enjoy to do this, you're happy to do this. I think the motivation is much higher than do it for just what came at the end of your bank account. You know?
Like that. It's much more than that.
Yeah. Me, I do it for this. You know, I do it by passion because it's a dream, and I think it's success because of this. The day.
Because everybody involved, not just you, but also the riders.
Yeah, the rider, my family,
and the sponsor also, you know,
friend,
share the same, share the same dream.
So when you do it in this mindset, I think you can have a better result. When everybody starts to be very professional, looking for money, is more difficult.
Like 9 to 5 job like that. So just a job.
So I think sport is still like managing a family. You know, it's not managing a business. You know, it's like managing a family, and you want everybody happy. I hope we can be the best team in Asia, and in my idea now is to make the Thai rider stronger by racing at this level, give them opportunity, and hopefully in 2 or 3 years I can bring them to Europe to pass another step, you know. And race, on the different, Now it's a little bit early. Maybe in 2-3 years, I hope we can do it.
Okay, Peter, that's really good story. Okay. So one last question. What do you want to tell the audience? You know, if we get there.
Yeah, what I want to say is like I think it's 15 years I live in Thailand, and I share my passion about cycling in Thailand.
Yeah. And ever since.
And when I came, I think cycling was almost nothing, and it looked like cycling arrived with me. I don't say I bring cycling in Thailand, but cycling has started to grow in Thailand when I'm arrived, and I have shared my passion in Thailand, and it's already the second team that I bring to Asia. I have one first team that's for who I race. And now as team manager as a team. I think it has to be like a Thai story that to be cyclist from Thailand, young boy from Thailand, go live the dream in Europe, and to be the support, you know. And hopefully one day we can see one of them racing the Tour de France. Certainly not with our team, but we have to be the one who expose them to the world of cycling. So I want to expose all these boys to the cycling world, you know? So and try to teach them everything I know from my experience to be there.
เอาละครับนั่นก็เป็นบทสัมภาษณ์นะครับระหว่างผมเนี่ยนะกับปีเตอร์นะครับผู้จัดการทีมของทีมรู้ใจไซคลิงทีมนะครับซึ่งเป็นทีมที่มาแรงมากๆเลยทีเดียวนะแล้วก็ปีที่ผ่านมาเขาก็สามารถทำผลงานได้อย่างเยี่ยมยอดเลยทีเดียวนะครับและปีต่อๆไปด้วยนะครับก็จะสามารถทำผลงานได้ดียิ่งขึ้นกว่านี้ถ้าเกิดว่ามีการสนับสนุนที่ดีนะครับผมสำหรับในวันนี้นะครับผมต้องขอบคุณนะครับปีเตอร์จากทีมรู้ใจนะครับแล้วก็ขอบคุณสถานที่ด้วยนะครับโรงแรมเดอะพาร์คนายนะครับลาดกระบังนะครับอนุญาตให้เรามาใช้สถานที่แห่งนี้นะครับแล้วก็มีกาแฟมีของอร่อยๆอย่างนี้ด้วยนะครับผมในวันนี้นะครับผมต้องขอลาไปก่อนแล้วพบกันใหม่เทปหน้าครับสวัสดีครับ